Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good morning. This is Natraj from IMSC.
Morning. This is Rajesh. I just completed my graduation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just please introduce 1 or 2 minute terms, Rajesh, so that after that I can speak about me.
I did my electrical engineering back in India.
Okay.
Now I completed my master's in computer information systems from
Okay.
New England College.
Okay.
Now I'm able to start my career in IT. So I'm looking for a good training on SAP Sd module.
Okay. Total
Yeah.
how many? Total how many years experience in marketing, sales and marketing?
Uh, I I do have some experience in business sector. Like I worked as operations head for some startup e-commerce companies, but completely no knowledge in
Okay.
IT sector and coding, programming, all this stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
basically into the management, operations, business development, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay, Mr. Rajesh. Now I
Yeah.
got it. I got your other things. No problem. I'll
Uh,
introduce. I'll introduce myself. I am from IMSC. My name is BC Natraj. I'm a SAP freelancer with a total 23 years of experience. In that, 11 plus years of experience in SAP environment and 5 years as a SAP SD consultant with one implementation, two rollout and one enhancement and support, that is from Wipro, Bangalore. And remaining 12 years experience in sales and marketing in the manufacturing sector and 1 year as a production planning engineer and quality control engineer. This is my brief introduction. And I'm basically SAP SD corporate trainer and SAP SD academy certification trainer. Fine.
all right.
So, hello.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. This is a little brief introduction about me. Now, I'm going to start with SAP SD course. Before going to the SAP SD course, you should know what exactly the sales and marketing process or a business process or a sales process, how all those things is going to happen in a organization. Because basically before you are going to know the SAP, you should know the business process. Because the main key point of ERP SAP is you should know basically in the manufacturing company or in any organization practically how the business process and how the sales and marketing is going to happen in the particular organization. Then only you are going to link or coordinate, or you can going to map into the ERP SAP software system. Okay.
Mhm.
Before that, I'm going to start with the first PPT, that is SAP SD. This is about SAP SD overview of the visualization. See, this is a more total SAP SD training flow, how I'm going to do. This will be there. The first one is overview of SAP SD, that is sales and distribution training flow. In that first, I'm going to tell, as I said, a business process or a sales business process. In that, how the sales process is going to happen, sales process or a sales and marketing process, both are same, and how sales and marketing industrial scenarios is going to affect. And business, these are the things, business process, these are the things I'm going to cover in the first introduction, business process. Then ERP and SAP introduction. What is ERP and its advantages, what is SAP and its structure. Then only I'll go into the sales order processing and outbound logistics and billing and the reports, all those things. Fine. This is the main thing, the basic PPT. As per this flow only, I'm going to start. Shall I start?
Sure.
Okay. Now, before going to this, you should know what exactly the, one second, what exactly ERP, then only we'll come to know what is SP. First, I'll start with business process. See, business process, business process means the business transaction is going to happen in an organization. That business process is basically depending on what? It is basically depending on the customer and the manufacturing company, correct? Manufacturing company manufactures material. That material we declared as a finished goods. That finished goods only customer is going to give a order, correct? So this business process is totally depending on customer and material, otherwise material and customer. That material is manufactured by a manufacturing organization. Example, I will take it as a BPL. BPL is one manufacturing company. It manufactures TV, fridge and washing machine, all those things. This manufacturing company, when they're manufacturing TV, fridge and other washing machines, electronic component, when they declare as a finished goods, the customer is going to place an order. Any doubt? When customer places an order to the BPL manufacturing company, it may be as per each specification, otherwise as per the company standard specification. Suppose TV is a manufactured by BPL with so many specification. That is a company standard. So suppose customer says, I want TV with eye filter and so many specification. If he says, means that is as per each specification. Ultimately, manufacturing company BPL, when they're going to manufacture the finished goods, they're going to manufacture as per the customer specification, otherwise as per the company standard specifications. So this is the two things you should know before going to the business process. Basically, business process is totally depending on customer and material. This is number one. Next, when customer, I'll give an example, customer is a Wipro. When customer places an order to BPL, I want some 1,000 TV to all my Wipro company, some organization, one division means. So customer Wipro has to place an order. That order in business transaction we call it as a purchase order. This purchase order, it will be in a A4 size paper, it is a standard document. So that in that purchase order it will be mentioned, this is the material, this is the quantity, these are all the specifications, these are all the details. That means you want full delivery or partial delivery and all the specification, payment terms, everything will be there in that. So that is why customer places an order means it will be in the particular document that will come to the manufacturing company BPL. First it will go to production planning department. Any doubt?
No, so far it's clear.
Okay, so once customer places an order, it will go to production planning department. Ultimately, production planning department, they're going to manufacture the product or they're going to produce the product as per the customer specification, otherwise as per the company standard specifications. So first customer order, it will go to production planning. When production people, when they're going to produce that material, first they will see whether the raw material or a manpower or any other thing, if it is not there, they're going to send a purchase requisition to the material management people. That is nothing but a MM department. Without purchase requisition, MM people or a purchase people, they should not procure the material from the vendor. Once they'll get a purchase requisition from the production planning, they're going to purchase the or procure the raw material from the vendor and they'll store it. Then they'll give it back to the production planning people. Those people, they're going to manufacture and declare as a finished goods, and again it will be coming to the material management department. There is MM department. MM department is a little big department. It is not only procuring and purchasing, they are going to store the material also. That is the main thing for the material management department. Once the production planning people declare the finished goods, again it will be coming to the MM department, that is the godown or a storage location or a warehouse. Once it comes here, there quantity and value should be updated. What do you mean by quantity and value? Suppose production planning people 100 quantity they manufacture, means 100 quantity value, costing value should be updated. Then only they can store, then only they can do the sales and marketing, correct? The quantity is manufactured and they stored, the costing value is not done, means then we can't do the sales and marketing process. So in this business process, when customer places an order, it will be processed first in the production planning department, then it will be processed in the material management department. There is nothing but the MM department. MM department is not only procuring and purchasing, they should take care about the material, quantity and the value, how much they have finished product will be stored in that particular storage location. Storage location means there is a location where customer expected material or finished good will be stored. Once quantity and value is updated, then only we are going to do the sales and marketing process. So now you got clarity now. Business process is totally depending on customer and material. That material is manufactured by the manufacturing company. Once customer places an order, that will be processed in the production planning department, then it will go to the material management department, and it will be processed in sales and marketing department. Once sales and marketing is done, then it will come to the financial and accounting department. Financial and accounting department is nothing but a simple word, accounts department. It is nothing but a mother of all departments. When I say mother of all department means it will take an accountability of each and every department. What is the production cost? What is the raw material cost? What is the sales revenue? Because financial and accounting people, they are the people that are going to do the profit and loss and balance sheet. Ultimately, accountability of each and every department they are going to take. That is their thing. So now, when customer places an order, that business transaction will be processed in the production department, material management department, sales and marketing department, and accounts department. Then it will also be processed in HR department. Why HR department will come into the business process means, suppose customer places an order, to manufacture that order, production planning people says, we want 100 people or 100 laborers. So HR people, they're in a position to source 100 labor in the keeping it in mind. Suppose an example I'll give. To nowadays, what 10 people is going to do, one machine is going to do. That is a CNC machine, CAD/CAM machine and all. What 10 people is going to do, one machine is going to do. To operate that machine, we need a skilled people. So HR people, they're in a position to keep all those things. They should source skilled people, semi-skilled people, unskilled people. So now this customer order, it will be processed in HR department also. Simply production planning department, they ask 100 people means 100 labor they should not give. They're in a position to source skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. So now once it will processed here, next is quality control management, that is QCM. Next is supply chain management. Now business transaction or a business process has to happen successfully, or how to satisfy the customer for a longer time. How to keep the customer for a longer time means the main agenda is, if you give the proper quality as per the Indian standard, as per the British standard, or whatever it may standard, that is nothing but the quality. Once you give the quality and service, that is nothing but a logistics. If you give a service and quality, then only customer will be satisfied, your business process will be clarity, and it will be going in a very smooth way. That is quality control management and supply chain management, that is a logistics. Indirectly we call it as a CRM. CRM means customer relationship management. How to retain the customer for a longer time. That means by giving proper quality and proper service, then only everything will be successful. So this is, it will be processed here also, it will be processed here also. This is called business process. This is called business process. This business process is totally depending on customer and the manufacturing company, that is manufacturing company manufacturing material, that is called a finished goods. So this business process you should know, because practically what all the thing is going to happen in the organization, that is a business process, that we are going to map into the SAP software system or SAP R3 system. For before going to the SAP, ERP SAP, you should know what is business process, and is this business process totally depending on what. So this business process, once you know, then only we are going to go with what is ERP, what is SAP. Shall I proceed? Any doubt, any question? Now you can ask.
So far I'm clear, we can proceed now.
Now shall I ask one question, basic question?
Please.
So for a business process, what is a very important, very most important, without that business process is not going to happen successfully? Can you name it?
Customer requirement.
Exactly. Then
quality from the supplier.
No, that is okay, business process. But I am telling you in a single sentence, business process is totally depending on two things. Number one, customer. Number two, material. That material is called finished goods. That will be manufactured by BPL company. Okay. So basically business process is depending on two things. One is a customer and Material. Material may be
Material.
finished goods. Always in sales and marketing, material means finished goods. Okay, shall I proceed?
Sure.
So with this background, now we have to go. What is ERP? What is SAP? All those things we'll see. Any doubt? Shall I proceed?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Now, next, we are going to do this with first. We'll go with a what is ERP? What is SAP? Then only I'll proceed with further. One second. I am sir.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now? Hello, Mr.
Yeah.
Rajesh? Okay. So now, before going to the what is SAP, what are its advantage, what exactly SAP software and all, but basically you should know what is ERP. ERP, you know the full form, it is an enterprise resource planning. Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Suppose you can call it as an enterprise or organization. Enterprise or organization, when they're going to go in a professional way or when they're going to plan it in a proper way, it is totally depending on the resources. Will you agree?
Yeah.
Without resources, any enterprise, any organization cannot plan in a proper way, cannot go in a professional way. That is resource number one, money. Money is nothing but a capital that in SAP or in ERP we call it as a financial and accounting. Next, we need material. Material means there are three types of material: raw material, semi-finished material, and finished material. What do you mean by raw material? Suppose pen. A pen is a finished goods. That for that pen, what is the raw material? Plastic. Correct? So that is why raw material is a plastic. Once it will be processed and it going to declared as a finished goods, that will be final form, it will coming as a pen. So now here material means there you should know what exactly raw material, and semi-finished material means that nib, that pin, all those things we call it as a semi-finished product. So basically you should know material means raw material, semi-finished material and finished material. That will be taken care by material management department or purchase department or procurement department. Next, resources is machine. Machine means indirectly, once you have a material, how you are going to manufacture and declare the finished goods with the help of machine. Machine means producing and manufacturing. That will be taken care by production planning department. Next, manpower. Once you have a money, material, machine, manpower is very, very important. It may be a skilled people or a semi-skilled people or unskilled people. Manpower is very, very important. That in ERP SAP we call it as HR, Human Resource Department. Next, the last resource is methodology. Methodology means how to promote our product as per the Indian standard, as per the British standard, and how to promote our product and how to satisfy the customer, and also how we are going to integrate with the inside our organization, maybe with the production department, maybe with the quality control department, maybe with the logistics department. That is called methodology. So these are all the 5 resources or 5 M's. With the help of these resources only, an enterprise or organization has to plan in a proper way to go in a professional way. This is called ERP. ERP related to the non-SAP or non-IT is like this. ERP related to IT or related to the SAP means ERP is it is a business software. ERP is a tool for a business. It is nothing but we call it as a ERP software system. Mr. Rajesh, can you clear now?
Yeah.
ERP related to IT, we call it as it is a business software system. Whenever ER, enterprise or organization resource comes, you can call it as it is a business process software system or a business software system, or we can call it as a tool for a business. This is the main thing in ERP. Now, ERP, I told you it is a ERP business software system. There are so many types of ERP software systems. ERP software system. Number one, as you know, Oracle. Oracle is also an ERP software system or a business software system. It is only into FI. PeopleSoft is also an ERP software that is only into HR. But this PeopleSoft is taken over by Oracle. Now they're making as our base is both FI and HR. Again, another ERP software system is JD Edwards. It is an American-based company. It is also only sales and distribution. Most of the pharmaceutical company in India and other countries, they're using this JD Edwards. JD Edwards is also taken care by Oracle.
Wow.
So they want to make they're going to compete with the SAP that we have HR, we have JD Edwards, sales and distribution and all. Next, another one is BPCS. BPCS is Business Planning Control.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Rajesh. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't able to hear the instructor.
Yeah, same here. 1 second.
All right.
Sir, are you there? Maybe problem with his headset or something. Let me check.
I think it's a problem with the internet, I guess. It's idle, even the cursor is not moving.
1 second, Rajesh. I'm calling faculty. 1 second.
All right, yeah.
Can you listen?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. Now, SAP is mainly from a German country. It is a German software. So first name it as MRP1. During 1960-1970,
Hello.
Hello?
Sir, in the previous slide, we missed your voice in the previous slide. Please explain from previous slide after PeopleSoft.
After PeopleSoft, huh? Okay,
Yes.
okay. I'll proceed. So now, what is ERP related to the non-IT? What is ERP related to the IT? We got the clarity now. Next, we'll move on to the types of ERP. Types of ERP is a software system, as you know. In that, Oracle is also one ERP software system. They're mainly into financial and accounting. Next type is PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft is also one ERP software system that is into human resources. That will be taken care by Oracle now. Next, JD Edwards is also an ERP software system that is purely into sales and distribution. That is also taken care by Oracle. Next, BPCS is also one ERP software system from UK that is mainly into order management and production planning. Next, BAAN, that is from UK, 4 people from UK, they developed an ERP software package called BAAN that is also mainly into order management and production planning. Next, Microsoft is also an ERP software system. They're coming with a name it as a Micro Dynamics ERP software system. And the last one is SAP. SAP is a ERP software system. It is a German software that we are going to go in depth. Can you audible all these things, all of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now we'll go a little more deep into the what is SAP and its advantages one by one, because SAP is the number one. Why it is SAP is number one, and what is the full form? What is the advantage? What are the things we should know in SAP basically before going to the start SAP course? We'll see now. Now, first you should know, before going to the SAP, you should know SAP history. SAP, as I said, it is a ERP software system. That's all I'm going to tell initially. During 1960-1970, ERP, name it as or called as MRP1, that is Material Requirement Planning. Okay. So here, Material Requirement Planning, in this Material Requirement Planning, the forecasting and inventory control they developed. So who have developed SAP means, SAP, as I said, is a German ERP software system. The 5 people from IBM Germany, named Dietmar, Plattner, Uhlenruther. Uhlenruther is the main head, and other one is Heicker. Another 5 fellow is there. So Uhlenruther is the father of this SAP and his 4 friends. He is basically from German IBM employee. He and his 4 friends, they developed ERP software package. First, they name it as SAP as a MRP1, that is nothing but a material requirement planning. What do you mean by material requirement planning, Mr. Rajesh? Indirectly, MM department.
Yep.
Purchasing and procuring. What are the materials requirement for production planning? By basically, we need a raw material that will be taken care by MM department. So during 1960-1970, the purchasing and procuring and production planning and sales and marketing is not going to happen successfully because there are no proper documentation. They are not going to make the documentation properly. So keeping all this in mind, Uhlenruther and his 4 friends from IBM Germany employees, they developed the ERP software package called Material Requirement Planning. So for a Material Requirement Planning or a purchase department or a purchase manager or a procurement department, basically they should have forecasting and inventory control. If you say is a very good purchase manager or a purchase engineer or a purchase executive, means he should have basic necessity of what exactly forecasting, what exactly inventory control. Now I'll ask you, Mr. Rajesh, can you tell me what exactly forecasting from your side?
Maybe a good content, quality content from your end to prepare me for the certification or for the interviews, all these things.
No. I'm talking about material requirement planning
I'm
in
so
the
sorry.
manufacturing. See, suppose material requirement planning, nothing but a purchase department.
That's
Purchase.
right,
When he is going to purchase the raw material from the outside, you should have a proper forecasting, how much we need and how much we have to control that material. Simply we should not procure, simply we should not purchase. Unnecessary, it will come and dump in our area and it will be, quality will be expired or manufacturing data, everything will be expired. So how much you want, that you should have a proper forecasting with the coordination with the production planning department, and you should have a proper inventory control. So that is the main thing in the material requirement planning that was not there successfully, systematically during 1960, 1970. So Uhlenruther and his 4 friends, keeping that in mind in the manufacturing organization or any organization, they developed an ERP package called material requirement planning. In that, they standardized the forecasting and inventory control and they name it as a MRP1. It has become successful. So after 6 months, again they move on to the another step ahead called MRP2. MRP2 is nothing but a manufacturing requirement planning. Indirectly it is a production planning. Even during 1960-1970, what are the metals they are going to manufacture? They are not going to maintain in a proper way, in a systematic way. Simply They'll take the material and they manufacture and declare the finished goods, and they'll give it. No proper process control, no proper flow chart, no proper documentation. So these Ullenruther and his four friends of IBM German, keeping this in mind, they developed one ERP package called manufacturing requirement planning. When you're going to produce or manufacturing, how the process chart, how the flow chart will be there. Everything they standardized in ERP software system. In addition to that, they made it as an accounting. They added accounting package in that ERP software package, that is called MRP2. What do you mean by accounting? Accounting means even during that time, 1960-1970, there is no proper accountability documentation. That is, account receivable and account payable is very, very important. That is the main thing in accounting. Along with this, in MRP2, along with the production planning ERP software, they added an accounting package also in that. What is accounting means? Account receivable and account payable. Account payable means what all the material you are going to purchase from the raw material from the vendor. At the end, you have to give money back to the vendor. No, that is account payable. Account receivable means customer plays an how much he ordered, that much will deliver. How much you delivered, that much will make a bill. After that, customer has to give the money back to us or payment back to us, or after 30 days or after 45 days. That is called receivable. We call it as account receivable. Once account payable and account receivable is standardized, then only your accounting package is perfect. Along with that, production planning they added, and it has become more successful, and it has become tremendous successful. That is why it is called MRP2, Material Requirement Planning. So after 6 months, they analyze themselves and they name it as SAP. SAP means during 1960-1970, SAP means it is a standard account package. Immediately, they change the name as SAP AG Germany, because they developed the ERP package as a material requirement planning as a MM related, and they developed the ERP package as a production planning department. Where our production is there, there is a quality control will be there, and also they developed the accounting package. But everything is there in our ERP software system. So simply if I say SAP called as a standard account package, so it looked like an accounting package. Immediately they change the name as SAP AG Germany. That is nothing but System Application Products in Data Processing. You got a clarity now, Mr. Rajesh?
Yeah.
So SAP earlier name is SAP is MRP1, and another name is MRP2, and after that they name it as a SAP, that is called Standard Account Package. After that they analyze themselves. Our SAP software package look like an accounting package. It is indicating as an accounting package, but we have a material requirement planning, we have a production package, we have an accounting package. Why can't we name it as a System Application Products in Data Processing? This is very important before going to the SAP. The full form of SAP is System Application Products in Data Processing. What do you mean by data processing? We are going to process one data in SAP software system by applying product. That is nothing but a SAP product. So SAP means System Application Products in Data Processing. We are going to process one data. What do you mean by data? Data means it is a raw fact. It is an unprocessed one. That data we are going to process in SAP software system by applying SAP product. This is called full form of SAP. Now, what data we are going to process, Mr. Rajesh? I told you data means it is a raw fact. It is unprocessed one. Data is nothing but business process. What do you mean by business process? Just now I told you business process. Business process of manufacturing company. Got it?
Yeah.
So this is the data for an SAP consultant. The data we are going to process in where? In SAP software system. SAP software system by applying SAP product. That product is, see here, SAP products, or SAP is broadly divided into financial and accounting. It is a mother of all module. Second mother, HR. Okay. SAP is also having one more called supply chain management and otherwise logistics. In that we have SD, and production planning department. SD means sales and distribution, means material management department or material management module, PP means production planning, and they have a product lifecycle management. In product lifecycle management, that is also one sector of SAP. So in that, plant maintenance, project system, quality control management, these are all the module, functional module, and also SAP is having a advanced module, advanced courses, that is nothing but CRM, customer relationship management, SRM, supplier resource management, APO, advanced planner optimization. After SD, once you become a SD consultant or SAP SD consultant or SAP SD functional consultant, what is that functional consultant? I'll tell you. After that, if you want to advanced or if you want to go a little further ahead, you can have an option to become a CRM consultant. After you can become a supplier resource management, that is SRM. After production planning, you want to become advanced is advanced planner optimization. So these are all called functional module. SAP is also having a technical module. These FICO, HR, SD, PP, all those things, it is mainly for MBA students and the people who have a domain experience, people have any other marketing or accounts or production planning or any other, these people, they can do this. This is called functional module. People who are technical background, BE or any other things, they can go for ABAP. ABAP is a advanced business application programming language. Every software will have a programming language. You'll agree, Mr. Rajesh?
Yeah.
In the same way, SAP is a ERP software system. SAP ERP software system have one programming language that is called ABAP. ABAP means Advanced Business Application Programming, 4th generation language, and this is depending on Java and J2EE. Next, SAP is also having one more technical module called BASIS. BASIS is nothing but a server management or server maintenance. Next, recently SAP is coming with so many other upgrade version called Analytics, that is business intelligence, and HANA, S4 HANA database. These are all the advanced one. So when I say SAP, SAP is a combination of so many modules. Whereas if you see Oracle is only into what? Only into FI. Whereas SAP, it contains FICO, HR, SD, PP, and ABAP technical module, basis server maintenance, and APO, CRM, SRM, and HANA, and business, and everything will be there. That is why SAP is number one. And if you say PeopleSoft is only into HR, that is why SAP, the global market share of SAP is 67% or more than that. Whereas Oracle and PeopleSoft, these are all, its maximum it crosses only 10 to 12%. That is why SAP is number one. Basically, SAP means it is a ERP software system. Can you clear about this?
Yeah.
When I say SAP is a ERP software system, and it is a German software, and earlier name of SAP is MRP1, and after that MRP2, after that they name it as a SAP, that is standard account package. Immediately they change the name as what? System application product in data processing, and now SAP contains all this total package. That is why SAP is the only software globally provide a software solution for IT industries, and also in our retail industries, and also in real estate. You heard about almost all the real estate in our in India, Shobha developers and other developer construction. We have a separate software package. SAP also provides a software solution for garment industry. The Arvind company, Arvind manufacturing company, the jeans manufacturing company, we have a separate software for that. That is also SAP is implemented. And pharmaceutical companies, almost all the pharmaceutical companies, we have a separate software package as per their business process. So SAP is the only software or ERP software provide a software solution for IT industries, retail industries, so garment industries, pharmaceutical industries, and also in the medical industries. That means most of the hospitals in India, Columbia example, I'll give the Columbia Asia Hospital, that is SAP is implemented. Moment the patient comes and goes in and goes out, everything will be documented. So that in that medical field also, SAP is giving a software solution, and also in the oil and gas natural industries, that is HPCL, BPCL, all the petroleum and other oil industries is a big industry. There also we have a providing a software solution. That is why SAP is number one. Up to this, any doubt, Mr. Rajesh?
No, I'm clear now so far.
Now, shall I ask you one question?
Please.
What is SAP?
System application product in data processing.
Okay, fine. What data you are going to process, Mr. Rajesh? Business process.
Business process, yeah.
Business process, nothing but the first class only, first topic only I told you business process. Business process totally depending on the customer and the material, correct?
That's right, yeah.
That business process we are going to process in SAP software system by applying SAP product. These are all the SAP products, correct?
Yep.
Now, before going to the next step, now finally we are going to wind up with the introduction of ERP SAP. With the last topic is what are the advantages of SAP? Now, can you tell me what is the advantage of SAP?
All kinds of modules.
Okay, very simple. Very simple. See in the screen only it is there. It is a paperless work. It is a paperless work. Agree? See here, advantages number one. It is a paperless work. Agree?
Yeah.
And it is an integrated suite. You can't expect Oracle or a PeopleSoft or any other ERP software have an integrated suite. SAP will have an integrated suite. That means it is having FI, it is having HR, it is having SD, it is having MM, it is having PP, it is having SRM, CRM, ABAP, basis. All the modules are integrated, around 22 to 27 modules integrated. That is why it is an integrated suite. Integrated suite. It is an integrated suite software, ERP software. Okay. Number one, it is a paperless work. Number two, it is an integrated software package. Number three, it is managementation is very, very fast. Agree? Management is very, very fast and neat and clean. And it is a cost reduction and crystal clear report we can get. Okay? And the last main advantage of SAP is very, very important. Maximum data consistency. Suppose BPL is a manufacturing company. BPL is there in India, it is there in China, it is there in Delhi, it is there in Japan, it is there in US, it is there in UK, it is there in Canada, it is there in Australia. That means where all BPL is there, that data will have a consistency once you implement SAP. That means the main advantage of SAP is maximum data consistency. Maximum data. Not only so many modules, so many BPL division where all it is there globally, that also the data will have a consistency. That is why SAP is number one. The main advantage of SAP is maximum data consistency and minimum data redundancy. What do you mean by minimum data redundancy? Redundancy means duplications. Mistakes will be very, very less, minimized, because SAP is running in a runtime, in a real time. It is going in a teamwork. Everything is going instantaneously. See, I'll tell you what is the meaning of cost reduction in SAP. Cost reduction means SAP means if you want to implement a SAP, it is a huge cost. Then how do you say it is a cost reduction? Suppose once SAP is implemented, suppose SAP is implemented the BPL. Now, after SAP implementation, a BPL company, they want to go for a sales review meeting after 6 months or after 9 months or 1 year. So when they're going to do the sales review meeting, suppose SAP is not implemented means, suppose imagine BPL is not SAP is not implemented, then what they will say, they will inform to all the sales managers and the sales executives, come and prepare the report, and we'll have a sales review meeting in Bangalore or in Delhi, anywhere in India. So we'll have a conductor. So what they're going to do, they're using the Excel or MS Word, they'll prepare the report, and they'll come to through flight or through train, they'll come to that Bangalore, and they'll stay in the hotel, and they'll go to the particular sales rep meeting, then they're going to go for attend the sales rep meeting. But once SAP is implemented, they no need to go anywhere. Everything, the data will be running in a runtime in a SAP software system. Everything will be integrated. So what are the thing is going to happen parallelly, instantaneously, you can see upgradation. That is, once SAP is implemented, we'll get a crystal clear report instantaneously, continuously, because SAP is running in a runtime. So this is the main advantage of SAP. Any doubt? Hello?
Yeah, so far I'm
Hello?
good.
Okay, now you know the what is the full form of SAP and what is the SAP structure. This is a structure. SAP is having a functional module, technical module, and recently the processed analytics and all those things, upgraded version. Now we'll go to what is in SAP software, what are the things are there. The here SAP, we call it as system application product in data processing, or SAP is a ERP software system, and here we call it as SAP R bar 2, or now we call it as a SAP R bar 3. R means data are running in a runtime with a two-tier structure. Again, R3 means, again R means data are running in a runtime with a three-tier system architecture. So what is that 2 and 3? What is that R? We'll see. So first of all, you should know this little technical, just only this simple thing I'll tell you, because basically you should know little technical and more functional, then only you're going to understand the things, scenarios very easily. So here, the physical structure of SAP, if you take SAP physical structure, first functional consultant will be sitting at the top. Functional sitting means, functional consultant means SD, MM, PP, FI, HR, we call it as a functional consultant. They are the people that are going to understand the business process. So that is why first they'll be sitting, number one. Number two, technical consultant, that is ABAP people. That is Advanced Business Application Programming Language. Basis is nothing but a server maintenance. So we call it as a technical module. What are the functional consultant? They understand the business process.
I can't hear you.
Hello. Sir, we are not able to hear your voice. Hello. Sir, we are not able to hear your voice. Hello.
topics. Yeah. Correct. 1 hour over. Huh? Okay, but it is not audible. I'm asking Rajesh one question. Okay, okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello, Rajesh.
Yeah, now it's
Rajesh, can you hear me now?
yeah, now it's clear.
Okay, so now, so there are 3 layers of ERP SAP, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that we have seen functional layer. Next,
Technical
another one
layer.
is technical layer. There is nothing but a technical people.
Yeah.
Next, a functional module, correct?
Yep.
Functional module. So now, another one is server maintenance.
Yep.
So in the same way, after this, here you should know the 3 things in SAP. What is SAP implementation? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So in this, you should know, yes, what do you mean by SAP implementation? What is SAP enhancement? What is SAP rollout? SAP support? Just very few, very simple, brief introduction I'll tell you. Then only we'll go with the other things. See, suppose here, once SAP is implemented, what do you mean by implementation? Simple meaning of implementation. In a simple English, what do you mean by implementation?
Starting the application.
Starting the application or any
Installing.
installing. Okay, that is a simple English. In a same way, here a BPL is a one manufacturing company. Now they're going to adopt or they're going to implement SAP software. Means they can't install like any other ERP software package. There are SAP implementation channel partners are there. IBM, TCS, Capgemini, Infosys. These are all authorized SAP implementation channel partner. They have to ask this IBM people, then only they are going to do the implementation. So IBM people, example I'm giving, IBM is a SAP implementation channel partner. First, they will do the business process study of the manufacturing company of the BPL. Then only they're going to do the SAP implementation. That means implementation means anything you insert into the software system, that is called implemented. But in SAP implementation, what you are going to insert? The business process, correct? The business process of the manufacturing company, BPL, will first IBM consultant, SAP implementation channel partner, the SAP consultant, the functional consultant, they'll understand the business process. After that only, they're going to do the SAP implementation. That means they're going to insert the business process of BPL companies into the SAP software system. Then only SAP is implemented. Any doubt?
No.
Then only once SAP is implemented, then only end users. What do you mean by end users? End users sitting in the sales and marketing department, accounts department, production planning department, purchase department, HR department, quality control department, and supply chain management as the logistic department. These are the people who are sitting in the BPL. We call it as an end users. We call it as an end users or a coordinator of this BPL. After implementation, they started using SAP software into the day-to-day transaction. That is why you should know basically what do you mean by end user and what do you mean by consultants, SAP consultant. SAP consultant is nothing but a SAP implementation channel partner. that is IBM. In that only SAP functional consultant will be sitting there and technical all consultant will be sitting there. Once they'll understand the business process, they'll implement SAP. Once SAP is implemented, then only end user of the BPL of different department, that is sales and marketing department, production planning, FI, they're going to do the day-to-day transaction that will be maintained in SAP. Okay. Now, hello, Mr. Rajesh. Hello.
Yeah.
Now you know the meaning of what is consultant work, what is end user work a little, because we are going in depth after doing the course. Okay, so consultant mainly understand the business process. They're from the SAP implementing channel partner. Once they understand the business process, then they'll implement SAP. Then only SAP is implemented. Then only end user is going to do the day-to-day transaction. This is a little brief introduction is enough. Next, here you should know, now you got it, SAP implementation, the meaning. So who will do the SAP implementation, Mr. Rajesh?
SAP consultants like you and me.
Yeah, yeah, correct. SAP consultant. I give an example. SAP implementation channel partner like IBM. How they're going to implement? They're going to do the implement SAP by using the two methodology, two very important thing. We call it as a configuration and customization. You might have heard about the word configuration customization, because configuration customization is the main key factor in SAP software system. This is the main key tool for the SAP consultant. So now configuration means what? Customization means what? Then only you will understand SAP in a fantastic way. Now, can you tell me what is configuration, Mr. Rajesh?
Maybe knowing the business process of the customer, how it's gonna be.
Okay, what is customization?
And designing the SAP as per his requirements.
Fine, partly correct. So I'll give an example, then you have to tell, because then only I'll tell you after that what is the configuration related to the SAP, what is customized related to the SAP, I'll tell you. Configuration, I'll give an example. A two-wheeler, one vehicle, I'll give it as a name it as a Honda Activa, or one two-wheeler, Honda Activa two-wheeler. It is configured in a such a way that anybody can use that, anybody can write that two-wheeler, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
That is called configuration. It is configured in such a way that anybody can use that two-wheeler. Now, customization means that two-wheeler some people cannot use, like handicapped people, they can't use. What they're going to do, they'll do the customization, front one wheel, backside two wheel, braking system, all the clutch, everything will be customized as per his requirement. That is customization. You got the clarity now?
Yeah.
So in SAP, configuration means, suppose BPL business process, after business process study, once BPL business process, if it is exactly fit into the SAP software system, then it is a configured. Suppose if that business process, the BPL is not suiting to the SAP software system, not fit into the SAP software system, then we are going to do the customization. Then we are going to tell to the technical people, that is ABAP consultant, they are going to do the little programming, little other etc. things and all. Then they are going to customize. Then only that business process is going to fit into the SAP software system. That is called customization. Any doubt?
So we can customize the SAP application in different locations. I mean, for different.
Yes. Suppose one company, AstraZeneca, pharmaceutical company. That business process is a huge business process and a different business process. We are not going to fit into the SAP software system. Then what we are going to do? We are going to customize the total SAP software as per their business process. How? Along with the technical people, along with the function people, we are going to modify the SAP ERP SAP software system by doing some programming, or by writing the programming, or some minimizing some other things and adding other databases. This is called customization. Any doubt?
No, I'm clear now.
Now you got the clarity of configuration customization?
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, this configuration customization is necessary for the SAP consultant or SAP functional consultant or SAP functional consultant. Without this, they can't do implementation. This is a very, very important. Okay, shall I proceed?
Sure.
Next step, you got the implementation now. What do you mean by SAP enhancement? Enhancement means, it is a simple word, is a upgradation according to the market scenario. What do you mean by enhancement? Enhancement means earlier, 1 year back, BPL is SAP is implemented. That time CRM is not implemented, SRM is not implemented, S4 HANA is not implemented, business intelligence is not implemented. Some of the advanced packages and other things is not implemented means we are going to implement that by doing enhancement. Any doubt?
No.
Next. So now you got the little clarity of implementation and what is configuration, what is customization, and what is enhancement. Next we'll move on to the rollout. What do you mean by the word rollout? Rolling out. What do you mean by rollout? Rollout means, suppose, say BPL is a one manufacturing company. It is there in the Washington, or BPL is there in Boston, and that is SAP is implemented. After 1 year, BPL, they're going to open one more in the Boston. That time you no need to go for again one more implementation to call the IBM people and do the implementation. What all the implementation is done in the Washington, the same data we are going to rolling out to the Boston BPL. Got the meaning of rolling out?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, that is rollout. This much little is enough because we are going to in depth. Next, what is support? SAP support. SAP support means once SAP is implemented to the BPL company by the IBM SAP implement channel partner of the SAP consultant, after that BPL end users, that means employee of the BPL, when they are going to do the SAP software in day-to-day transaction, if they are stuck up in somewhere, they are going to support to the end user. Any doubt?
No, I'm
Suppose
clear.
after implementation they want to generate one report, or they want to create one sales order, one delivery, one billing, or any one transaction they want to do, they're stuck up. Then SAP consultant from IBM or SAP implement channel partner, they're going to give the support, annual maintenance support. Okay, these are all the 4 things you should know. Next, in SAP there are 2 major screen. This is very, 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 very important. That is number 1, IMG screen and implementation screen, easy access screen. What do you mean by IMG? What do you mean by easy access? IMG means implementation management guide, that is will be taken care by the consultant, and easy access will be taken care by the end user. SAP easy access is mainly the responsible of end users.
Sir,
IMG means implementation management guide, that is SAP consultants.
excuse me,
Hello?
sir,
Yes.
are you showing anything on the screen?
Yes, I'm going, not today, not today.
Right now, sir, right now, we are able to see one folder, SAP class notes only. You are not showing
Okay.
anything, any paper, or maybe I am thinking that your screen got stuck. That's why I'm not able to see
No, no,
anything.
In SAP class notes, what all the PPT is there, I made it as a bifurcation. I made it as a PPT1, PP2, PPT3. That is only I'm showing.
Now we are able to see folders, sir, not any slide.
Slide not today. Today, if you want, I can show you the slide also. Shall I start showing the slide?
Go,
Because of
go with your.
basically I want. Okay, basically I want to start with the introduction about what are the things in what do you want. They should know what is implementation, enhancement, rollout, support. After that, they should know what are the 5 bars. The top menu bar, status bar, title bar. These are all I'm going to show it in the system. Because basically they should know. Hello, Mr. Rajesh?
Yeah, I can listen. I can listen.
Yeah, see, directly I'm not going to the system right now only, because still you should know what exactly the sales process. These are all things I'm going to tell.
Yeah,
After
that's
that
okay. I
also,
think what Naren is asking, initially he showed some paperworks, right?
yeah.
SAP PPT one like that. From the past 10 or 15 minutes, the screen is idle.
This one, Naren, this is the one you're talking about, SAP class notes?
Yes, sir, exactly. I'm talking
No,
about.
this, yeah, in this only, what are the things is there? I made it as a bifurcation. PPT1, PPT2, PPT3, I made it.
Now you are moving a cursor.
Hello?
Now you are moving your cursor on computer.
No, no, no. Now, see, what are the thing is there in the PPT? I made it as a here, PPT1, PPT2, PPT3, all those things I made.
Yeah, that's what here. Oh, we can't see anything now. Screen is just idle.
Okay, okay, okay. In this
But we
class notes, what are the things is there? The same thing I made it in this, all these things. That's what, in that only, what is there in the SAP class notes only, I'm showing one by one.
we are not able to see that, sir. Actually, please click on show my screen. It got
Okay.
paused, I think.
Now, shall I click now? Can you see now?
No, no.
Now it
Yeah,
is.
now it's clear.
Okay.
All right.
See, now, now see, can you see now the screen?
Yeah.
See, in this SAP class notes, what are the things is there? I made it as a separate PPT here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So this only I'm going one by one. Once I complete all these things, then only I'll take it in the system. It's like, are
Yeah.
you
All right.
clear,
Yeah. I'm clear now.
Mr. Naren?
Clear.
Okay. Same thing. What are the things is there in the class notes? I made it a separate folder like this. So I finish of all those things, then only I'll take into the SAP software system screens. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir, please. Sir.
Sure.
Okay. Now, so now, so we have finished SAP implementation. What is SAP implementation? Little in that, what is configuration, what is customization, the enhancement, there is upgradation, the rollout, the support, and you should know in SAP software, that is, I'll show it in the system only, I'll tell you orally. In SAP software system, there are two things. One is IMG screen, IMG, Implementation Management Guide. That is nothing but SAP consultant screen, and SAP Easy Access, that is end user screen. In that screen, we have 5 bars, that is top menu bar, title bar, application toolbar, standard bar, status bar. These are the things, IMG screen, easy access, all these bars, I'm going to show it in the SAP software system. I'll open the SAP screen. Okay? Any doubt? Mr.
Nothing so
Rajesh?
far.
Okay? So these are all the basically you should know before we are entering into the SAP software system. So now, so far I told you what is ERP or what is SAP and what are the SAP structure, what are the steps you should know as an implementation, enhancement, rollout and all. After that, what are the important screens that I'm going to in the system. Now, you got a clarity about the business process and all. So now before going to the next thing, you should know what is sales process. So what do you mean by sales process? How the sales is going to be processed, or how sales and marketing will be processed. I'm asking Mr. Rajesh one
Mhm.
question, then only I'll proceed. Okay, basically, for a sales and marketing, what is important? Without that, we can't do sales and marketing. Sales means selling. Marketing means marketing. What are the product
Final
you
product.
sell? Final product or a finished product.
Yeah.
Now, how the sales and marketing will be processed? This is the topic I'm going to start before going to show the screen. Before that, I am asking you one simple basic question, then only you get a clarity. To process the sales and marketing, or for sales and marketing, two things are important, or very important things is there. Without that, we can't do the sales and marketing. Any doubt? Can you tell me any answer from your side?
I can see the final product. And second is
Okay.
customer requirement.
Exactly. So simple thing is, for sales and marketing, customer and material is important. Without customer, without material, we can't do sales and marketing. Alone customer, we can't do sales and marketing. Alone material, we can't do sales and marketing. So it is a combination of customer and material. Material is manufactured by the manufacturing company and declares the finished goods. That only customer places an order. So that is why finally sales and marketing is totally depending on customer and material, or material and customer. And you should know clarity. Alone customer we can't do sales and marketing. Alone material we can't do sales and marketing. There is a combination of customer material and material customer. With that only we're going to do the sales process. Shall I proceed?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, finally, the sales process. Before going to the SAP screen, sales process. The sales process or sales and marketing process is inquiry, quotation, order, delivery, billing, then we'll go to the account department, then only invoice will be generated, commercial invoice, that we'll see. Now, but here, inquiry, quotation, order, delivery, billing is very, very important as far as sales and distribution model is concerned. So now, I am asking Mr. Rajesh, inquiry will be given by whom? Who will give an inquiry? Who will inquire?
Customer.
Okay.
Or
So
maybe
once you inquiry may be through phone or through fax or through mail or in person. So that is by the customer. Based on inquiry, customer is going to be generated. Who will give quotation, Mr. Rajesh?
manufacturer.
Manufacturing company, that where the manufacturer they declare the finished goods, that is example BPL, correct? So
Yeah.
the quotation will be given by the manufacturing company, correct? Now,
Right.
in that quotation, there are so many terms and conditions will be there. Material, quantity, price, payment terms, transportation charges, and minimum order quantity. Minimum order quantity is very, very important. Our company standard is 1000 kgs. If you want 10 kg, 5 kg, 20 kgs means you can go to our dealer or a agent. So that is why in the quotation itself you have to mention minimum order quantity and maximum delivery quantity. Today you are coming and giving the order. Already 2 years back, 3 years back, 5 years back, already existing customers are there. All of a sudden you are coming and giving an order means we can't give full. So even if you give the minimum order quantity or more than that, our maximum delivery quantity is this much. So in the quotation, they'll mention material, quantity, price, payment terms, and transportation charges, taxes, minimum order quantity, maximum delivery quantity, all these terms and condition will be mentioned in the quotation that will be given to the customer. Customer will get a quotation with so many other people also. Then you will ask for negotiation. Once the terms and condition of the quotation is negotiated, then only customer gives an order. Any doubt?
No.
Once customer gives an order, for sales and marketing people it is a purchase order or a sales order. For the production planning people it is a work order. For management it is a standard sales order. Same customer order, we can name it as, for the sales and marketing people it is a purchase order. For the management it is a sales order. For a production planning it is a work order. All are same. Okay. Next, how much you ordered, that much you have to manufacture, and how much you order, that much you have to deliver. How much you delivered, that much you have to make a bill. So these are all the sales process. So in the delivery, how much you order, that much you have to pick from storage location, then pack, then goods issue, post good issue, then only issue to the customer, then only you are going to generate a bill. So these are all the sales process. So in that, inquiry quotation is a pre-sales process, and standard sales is a sales process, delivery is a delivery process, billing is a billing process. Any doubt?
No, I'm clear.
So these are all the things in the first class about the introduction class. Then only I'll open to the SAP screen. So maybe next class I'll open the SAP screen with all the things from the scratch to scratch. Okay, Mr.
Okay.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
this is the basically you should know what is business process, what is ERP, what is SAP. In that SAP, what are the structure, and finally, what are the advantage of ERP, SAP. Next, what is implementation? Who will do the implementation? After implementation, who will use the SAP software? End users. So you should know what is a consultant role, what is end user role, and what is rollout, what is enhancement, what is support, then what are the sales process. In that sales process, what is inquiry, what is quotation, what is order.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Naren, again, I can't hear him.